134th session, 94th to 95th Sarga. Vinayaka Namastubhyam Satatam Modaka Priya Nirvignam Kuruno Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyamaha Siddhir Bhavatuno Sada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulям Ramanama Varanane Apadam Apahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Shri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitayah Pataye Namaha Shri Raghavam Dasharathatmajamapremeyam Sitapatim Raghukulanvayaratnadipam Ajanubahum Aravinda Dalayatakham Ramam Nishachara Vinashakaram Namami Shri Raghurama Charu Tulasi Daladhama Shamakshmadi Shrangara Gunabhirama Trijagannuta Shaurya Ramalalama Durvaru Kabandharakshasa Virama Jagajjana Kalmasharnavottarakanama Bhadragiri Dasarathi Karuna Payonidhi Anjaneyamati Patalananam Kanchanadrikamaniya Vigraham Parijata Tarumula Vasinam Bhavayami Pavamananandanam Yatra Yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tatra Tatra Kritamastakanjalim Bashpavari Paripurnalochanam Marutim Namatarakshasantakam Buddhir Balam Yashodhairyam Nirbhayatvamarogata Ajadyam Vakpatutvancha Hanumatsmaranat Bhavet Kujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakham Vande Valmiki Kokilam. So last time we did till 94th Sarga. Vaidehi Ramase Kachit Chitrakote Maya Saha Pashyanti Vividhan Bhavan Manovakkaya Sammatan. And then we wanted to continue from here. Idamevamrutam prahuhu.
Idamevamrutam prahuhu.
Rajni Rajarshayah Pare.
Ragni Rajashayah Pare.
Vanavasam Bhavarthaya.
Vanavasam Bhavarthaya.
Pretyame Prapitamahaha.
Pretyame Prapitamahaha.
Very interesting point he's saying. What he's saying is, Me Prapitamahaha, my great grandfathers and all, means my ancestors and all, and Pare and others. Pare Rajarshayah, other Rajarshis, because we always said, right, all the Ikshvaku dynasty kings and later kings also were all Rajarshis. They were ruling the kingdom with a responsibility of ruling, not as an enjoyment that I am the king, I should enjoy all the luxuries. Not that. Oh, if the rule says king should have this big simhasanam, gold simhasanam, he will make a gold simhasanam not for himself, for that king. So as a rule, as a mere guardian, they used to rule. So they were called Rajarshis. They were Rishis, just that they were applying their Rishitvam for ruling the Rajya. So Rajarshayah. And that's why in Bhagavad Gita also, 4th chapter, beginning only, Bhagavan says, Imam, what is it? Imam me vivasvate proktam Manurikshva kave bravit evam parampara praptam yoga kale nashtah parantapa, he says. I don't remember exactly. I think I missed one or two padas. So he says, Imam me vivasvate proktam vivasvan manave praha manurikshva kave bravit Evam Rajarshayo, and then that's something like that, right? What was that shloka? I forgot. Anyone remembers? So there he's saying, I first taught this yoga to Vivaswan. Vivaswan taught it to Manu. Manu taught it to Ikshvakus. Ikshvakus taught it to other Rajarshis. Evam parampara praptam yogam kale nashtah parantapa. Over a period of time, slowly it got diluted and people forgot this yoga.
Yeah,
So,
because
and
Arjuna
even
asked him, how come you are a modern person and how come you
right.
are... I know, that was the next sloka, yeah.
Aparam
Previous
janma
sloka.
bhavatah,
Yeah,
param janma maya mama
yeah.
cha. Katham janiyam, katham
Uh-huh.
vijaniyam, bhavan adau proktavaniti.
Right, right.
Yeah. So, point is, I'm trying to say that Rajarshis was a known fact, even in Treta Yuga, in Dwapara Yuga also, that there were Rajarshis. So, he's saying, Rama is saying, and Rama is following that consciously. Me prapitamahaha and pare Rajarshayah vanavasam bhavarthaya pretya. So, bhavarthaya means for bhava. Bhava means for living. This word, this creation is bhava. And so it is bhavati because it exists. This material world exists. So for better living of this material world, bhavarthaya idam vanavasameva rajni amritam prahuhu. So they say that my ancestors, my great grandfathers, and other Rajarshis used to say, for best living, if you want to happily live, Vanavasam is the best. They all said. Prahuhu, they said. And it is how it is it? Rajni Amritam. For Amritam means for the best living. Rajni, for a king. In a king, the best part of living will be Vanavasam. After doing all that stressful ruling, best part would be go to Vanavasa, enjoy. Active senior living, whatever that is called, right? And I went to a couple of times when I was hovering. I went to one of the senior active living place. There, as soon as you enter, it's a big hall in the main floor, and from there stairs or lift elevators, and then next 2-3 floors will be all apartments. It's all big, what do you call, enjoyment place. Poker tables, these slot machines, cards tables, some bar. They enjoy their life there. So, bhava, but this is not vanavasam, but sort of vanavasam. What it is saying is that best, if you want to live your retired life best, vanavasam is the best. Don't stay in urban areas. So, me prapitamahaha pare rajarshayah cha pretya means after death bhavarthaya idam vanavasameva rajni amritam prahuhu. After their death also they say living here is the best. So that's how Rama is telling Sita that, hey, Sita, don't regret. This is the best place we can get ever. Shila Shailasya Shobhante.
Shila,
Shiva
go ahead.
Shailasya Shobhante,
Vishala Shatashobhita.
Vishala Shadashobhita,
Bahula Bahulair Varnaihi.
Bahula Bahulair Varnai,
Neelapita Sitarunaihi.
Neelapita Sitarunai.
Yeah, okay. So Shailasya Shilaha Vishalaha. So he's again now showing the rocks and mountains and is trying to narrate that. He's saying Shailasya Shilaha, the rocks of the mountain, Vishalaha Shobhante. See how wide they're appearing. Shatashaha Abhitaha. And that too, not just one rock, several hundreds of rocks I see. that whole sequence of the Vindhya Parvatas and all, how wide it is showing. Shatashobhitaha, Bahulaha, Bahulaihi, Varnaihi. They are, and in multiples. Bahulaha, several. Bahulaihi, Varnaihi. Each rock seemingly is of different colors. And he also described, based on the minerals, Rajata, Pita, and other Varnas he has described, Neela before, of different rocks, right? So he's concluding that only. Bahulaha Bahulaihi Varnaihi Neela Pita Asita Arunaihi. So different rocks of different colors, such as Neela, blue, Pita, yellow, Sita is white, Aruna, orange, reddish, Arunaihi. With these colors, he's continuing the next sloka. Nishibhantyachalendrasya
निशिभान्त्यचलेन्द्रस्य
हुताशनशिखा इव
हुताशनशिखा इव
ओषध्यः स्वप्रभालक्ष्या
ओषध्य स्वप्रभालक्षा
भ्राजमानाः सहस्रशः.
भ्राजमानः सहस्रः.
So, Achalendrasya ओषधयः सहस्रशः, thousands of these oshadhais on this mountain. Nishi, in the night, hutashana shikha bhrajamanaha swaprabhalakshyah iva bhanti. In the night, these oshadhis from these colored rocks, they are seeming like, and thousands of them, they are seeming like hutashana shikhaha. Hutashana is Agnihotram. The peaks of Agnihotram, where it is almost brightest color. Below that you will see various red, orangish and all, but the peak of it will be bright color. You cannot really name a color it. So all these oshadhis on these different colored rocks in the night, they are seeming like bhanti. They are seeming like hutashana shikhaha iva. So Rama is very, very romantic and seeing everything so beautiful, so artistic, so poetic, so romantic and all. Kechit kshaya nibhadeshaha. Can you hear me?
केचित् शयनिभा
केचित् शयनिभा
Kshayanibha
देशः
केचिद् उद्यानसन्निभाः
केचित् उद्यानसन्निभाः
केचिदेकशिला भान्ति
केचित् एकशिला भान्ति
पर्वतस्यास्य भामिनी
पर्वतस्यास्य भामिनी.
So, oh Bhamini, oh lady, oh beautiful lady. Kechit, some of these rocks, Kechid Kshayanibhaha Deshaha. Some of these places, they seem like Kshayanibhaha, meaning where you can, let us see what does the Bhashyam say. Nibhaha is like Kshayanibhaha. Let's see. अस्य पर्वतस्य केचित् देशाः प्रदेशाः क्षयनिभाः भवनसदृशाः. Oh, okay. So they seem like livable dwellings. Bhavanasadrushaha, like buildings where you can live. Kechit bhavana sadrushaha, means kshayanibhaha is like bhavanas. They are seeming like mountains, like buildings. These mountains are seeming like buildings. Kechid udyana sannibhaha. Building means there won't be many trees and all, right? It will be flat walls with some holes for doors and all in between, caves. So looking at that, hey, that seems like a livable home building. Hey, this seems like a garden. Kechid udyana sannibhaha. They are seeming like udyana, gardens. That means there are a lot of plants, shrubs, flowered trees, etc. Kechid Ekashila Bhanti. Ekashila, our Varangal, Kakatiya's dynasty's fort there was called Ekashila Nagaram. The whole fort there was built on single stone, Ekashila. So Kechid Ekashila Bhanti. Some of them seem like only one single rock. No more multiple rocks there. Once Kechid Ekashila Bhanti, Asya Parvatasya Bhavani of this mountain, see different
mountain.
ranges seem differently. Some seem like buildings, some seem like gardens, some seem like single rocks. Wow, what beautiful place this is. Don't regret, Sita. Isn't it beautiful?
Like
That's what he's
Stone
trying to
Mountain.
engage her. Huh?
I was mentioning Stone Mountain.
Stone Mountain, yes. Correct. Ekashila is Stone Mountain, yeah. Bhitveva Vasudham Bhati.
Vitvema Vasudam Bhati.
Chitrakutas Samuthitaha.
Chitrakuta Samuthitaha.
Chitrakutasya Kutausau.
Chitrakutasya Kutausau.
Drishyate Sarvatah Shubhaha.
Drishyate Sarvatah Shubhaha.
So he's also now saying, hey, after explaining all this, after seeing all this, Chitrakutaha Vasudham Bhitva Samuthitaha Iva Bhati. Finally, that's how he's concluding. He's saying, Sita, this ultimately, finally, this Chitrakuta Parvata is seeming like it has cut through the earth and raised up. Bhitva means broken. By breaking, let's say if there was, if the land was like this, it broke, and through that this rock raised slowly, and it became big Chitrakuta mountain. That's how it is seeming like. It doesn't seem like somebody placed it here. It seems like it is there in the earth already, and it raised itself up by breaking the earth. Vasudham Bhitva Chitrakutaha Samuthitaha Iva Bhati. And then he is saying, Asya Chitrakutasya Asau Kutaha Sarvataha Shubhaha Drishyate. The group of these rocks, Kutaha is group, Asau Kutaha, this group of rocks of this Chitrakuta, Sarvataha Shubhaha Drishyate. It is just seeming auspicious, it's just seeming splendorous from all aspects, from all sides, Sarvataha, from all over. And in fact, now if we see, probably that is why it is called Chitrakuta. It is so wonderful, so beautiful. Chitra, wow, kind of a beautiful. Kuta, group of rocks. So Chitrakuta, Asau Kuta. Kushta Pannagastha Garabhuhu.
Punnag Garabhuhu.
Kushta Pannagastha Garabhuhu.
Kushta Punnaga Garabhuhu. Punnagastha Garabhuhu.
Japatrottara.
Bhurjapatra. Bhurjapatra.
Bhuhu. No. Bhuhu Japatra. Garabhur Japatrottara Chadan. Let me see.
Thagara Ushtha Sthagara Punnaga.
Kushta Sthagara Punnaga Bhurja Patrani.
Bhurjapatra. Bhurjapatrochadana.
Bhurja
Followed by
Patrani.
Bhurjapatra.
Bhurda Gara Bhurja Patrani. So it's a long sandhi. Let us see. Kushta Pannagastha Gara.
They're all names of the
Kushta
street.
Punnagasthagara.
Bhurja Patrottara Chadan.
Bhurja Patrottara Chadam.
Kaminam Swastaran Pashya.
Kaminam Swastaran Pashya.
Kushoshaya Dalayutan.
कुशोषय दलायुतान्
No, Kusheshaya Dalayutan.
कुशेषय दलायुतान्
So various flowers, Kushta, Punnaga, Sthagara, Bhurjapatra, with all these various types of um, leaves of various trees. I don't know. Punnaga is at least one, flower tree we know. Punnaga, Sthagara, I do not know what that is. Bhurjapatra, do not know. But if I see the translation of the English translation, they might say covered with leaves of Kushtha, Sthagara, Punnaga, Bhurja. There also they just listed these names only. Yeah, I too don't know those. I'm not so good in botany, so I don't know. So, Bhurja Patra Uttarachadan means covered with Chada is covered, Chada is covered. Uttarachadan covered on the top, on the north with various leaves of these plants. Kaminam swastaran pashya. Please look at these swastara. Swastara is what do you call something that is spread out where you can sit and all. So swastara, vistara, swastara, something that is spread out so that you can sit there. So kaminam swastaran pasya. Look at these spread out those wide spread out areas where you can sit. And he's saying kaminam. Kaminam is of lovers, of lovebirds, lovemates. They might come and sit there. So kaminam swastaran pasya kusheshaya dalayutan. Kusha is grass. Kusheshaya dala, the petals or so. Kusha means grass. Ishaya dala is from the grass. We think it is weeds, right? For us, other than grass, if we see anything else, we think it is weeds and we try to pluck it out or poison it in our lawns, unfortunately. But everything, a mix should always stay together. That's when it is natural. So there will be other plants or small ones where there will be leaves also. So this rocks and all, or that area of seating is seeming like it is covered with nice soft grass and with some petals, dalayutan, ishaya dalayutan. So with those soft grass, and it is seeming like a cushion. So like a cushion on a rock, like you have a cushion, yeah, our seat cushion, right? On a chair we keep. Similarly, this rock, grass and other small weeds were giving soft cushion on the rock. So it is seeming like a nice, beautiful seat for lovers. Kaminam of the lovers, for the lovers. Mruditas chapa vidhascha
Hriditascha vidhascha
drishyante kamalasrajah
dushyante kamalasraja
vanite pasya
kamibhir vanite pasya
phalani vividhani cha.
phalani vividhani cha.
So actually the scene went much before, meaning after in 93 when Bharata's scene stopped there and suddenly 94 started with Rama. It is not that moment. Now this is into past. Immediately after, when Rama, Lakshmana, Sita settled there, Rama is romancing with Sita and showing all this, hey, how beautiful this is and all, right? So he's not describing it new today. In the past few days, it is like flashback, but the other scene. And from there, slowly he will come to the time in the next few sargas where Bharata has arrived. So just setting the time context also for you. So Mruditaha cha Mruditaha chapavidhascha, softened. Mruditaha is softened or Softened means you bend over it, you crush it, right? You put your stuff of feet on it and walk, it would bend and become soft. So that is mruditaha cha. Mruditaha. Chapavidhascha, also cut by some arrows. Mruditahascha, apavidhascha, sorry, not arrows, apavidhascha. Apavidhaha is, vidha is to vividhyanti patra, vidhyante. So vidhyante is cut or break or put aside. So apa is away. Apamargaha, apavidhaha, apa prefix. So apavidhascha. So some of these plants and trees were either bent down with the foot. Some of them were probably with hands separated out, moved away. Murditascha apavidhascha drishyante kamalasrajaha. Some of these lotus, sraja is garland, kamalasrajaha. So the lotus garlands, that means so many lotuses are there that somebody would have, why so many? And so some of them might have got crushed with some animals' feet or whatever. And some others probably were sort of scattered out or removed away with hands. So drishyante kamalasrajaha kamibhir vanite pasya phalani vividhani cha. Also by these romantic guys, kamibhihi, by them, it seems like, see Sita, it seems like, when you're going with a different purpose consciously, then you will try to separate things carefully and put them back and walk. But these exotic lovers, when they go, they don't care. For them, this going is important. So probably by these lovers, all these lotus garlands, etc., and some of these fruits, vividhani phalani, some of these fruits also were half eaten and thrown away. It seems like some romantic lovers have enjoyed life here. Doesn't it seem like that, Sita? Vanite, a lady, is asking. So here and in Aranyakanda also, we will see a lot more romancing of Rama and Sita. Rama spent very good time, Rama and Sita, in the forest. And in fact, they have set it, as he said, right? Amritam, Amritam Rajni Vanavasam Idam, he says. Best time that anyone can have. So he has also set a role model for us. And he has even said that if you also want best living, you better leave those urban cities, come and settle in this forest and live in joy. So he's to set a role model that it is an enjoyable place. Rama has romanced very well with Sita for us. Vasvaukasaram nalinim
Vasvoksaram nalinim
atyeti vottaran kurun
atyeti uttaran kurun
parvatas chitrakuto
parvata chitrakuto vaso
phalamula phalodaka bahumula phalodakaha.
bahumula phalodaka.
So Vasu Okasaram, Vasvokasaram. Vasvokasaram is he's calling it Vasvokasara is the capital city of Kubera. What does Sanskrit Bhasham say? Let's see. Vasvokasara. Vasvokasaram Kubera Nagarim. So Kubera Nagari. Vasvokasaram Nalinim Atyeti Iva Uttaran Kurun Parvatas Chitrakuta Asau Bahumuna Phalodakaha. So, of the Vasvokasara Nagari Nalinim, Atya Eti, Ati Eti, this place of Chitrakuta, it is seeming to beat the beauty of Kubera's city called Vasvokasara. He is saying, Vasvokasaram Nalinim Chitra Asau Chitrakuta Parvataha Bahumula phalodakaha atyeti. It crosses or it beats, in contemporary English, if you were to say, this Chitrakuta Parvata is seemingly beating the best of the capital city of Kubera, which is Vasvaukasara also. Isn't it, Sita? With all these Bahumula Phala Udakaha, with all these waterfalls, flowers, roots and trees, all these beautiful Chitrakuta Parvata, this is beating the beauty of Kubera city as well. Imam tu kalam vanite
Imantu kalam vanite
vijahrivan
vijahrivan
tvayacha site
vayacha site
sahalakshmanena cha
sahalakshmanena cha
ratim prapatsye
ratim prapasye
kuladharma vardhinim
kuladharma vardhinim
satam patisvaihi
satam pati swaihi
niyamaih paraisthitaha.
niyamaih paraisthitaha.
He's time and again he's saying, Are, if you and Lakshmana are there for me, I don't need anything. He also said before, also in this sarga, he's saying it again. Ratim prapatsye, I will delve myself into enjoyment with Saha, along with Site, Tvaya, along with you, and Lakshmanena cha, and with Lakshmana. Ratim prapatsye, I will prapannam. Is normally we say, I am resorting to you, Bhagavan. That is prapannam. And Rama is saying, I will do prapanna of enjoyment. That means I don't need anything else. If you and Lakshmana are there, that is everything for me. I don't need anything else. And so, imam tu kalam, this, 14 years. Vanite, Site, oh lady, Vijahrivan, Jahri is giving up everything, Jahi, Jahrivan, having renounced everything, meaning I don't need anything else. I will be one who doesn't need anything else, but still can enjoy just with you and Lakshmana. If you two are there, I don't need anything else. Ratim prapatsye, kuladharma vardhinim. And in which way? Not in a useless loafer way. In the way, in the path, pathi, in the path of what? Path set by Satam, of the Satpurushaha, of the great, by the great people, by the noble people. Following the path of noble people who have set up that path. By what? Svaihi niyamaihi, sitting, established in self-control. Svaihi niyamaihi, in the rules of self-control set by our great noble people in the past. Paraihi sthitaha, even if I am living anywhere else, even if you are living outside away, still following the rules set for oneself, I shall still enjoy with you and Sita. I don't need any riches. I don't need any urban comforts. If you and Lakshmana are there, I can enjoy. This is the best. I mean, if the problem is these scenes are not shown in any movies. So suddenly when they read that, oh, Rama left Sita, he doesn't love what? Only if they study shloka by shloka of these, then they will see how much he has loved Sita, how much he wanted Sita. In Aranyakanda, how well he loves her. And then when he misses her, how much he cries. He cries like a child. He cries like a restless person. If one understands that, then there will never a doubt will come. Problem is, nobody reads all this. They only see a few scenes in a movie and make all their decisions. And that is why we are reading every shloka in detail, so that we have seen every moment, we have lived every moment of Rama and can stand for it and explain to people. Ityarshe
Ityashe
Srimad Ramayane
Srimad Ramayane
Adikavye
Adikave
Valmikiye
वाल्मीकि
अयोध्याकाण्डे
अयोध्याकाण्डे
चतुर्नवतितमः सर्गः
चतुर्नवतितमः सर्गः
अथ पञ्चनवतितमः सर्गः
पंचनवतितम सर्गः
मंदाकिनी वर्णना.
मंदाकिनी वर्णनम.
Some more beautiful romantic scenes are being described now. Mandakini Varnana. Atha Shailadvinishkramya
अथ शैलाद्विनिष्क्रम्य
Maithilim Kosaleshwaraha
मैथिलीं कोसलेश्वरः
Adarshayat Shubhajalam Ramyam
अदर्शयत् शुभजलां रम्यां
Mandakinim Nadim.
मंदाकिनीं नदीं.
So, Atha Kosaleshwaraha. Bah, beautiful name after a long time. Kosaleshwaraha. Ishvara of Kosala, Kosala Desha. This is Rama. अथ कोसलेश्वरः मैथिलीं शैलाद् विनिष्क्रम्य. Now coming away from the mountains. So they were walking. That's how we should see. They were probably making nice morning walks, evening walks, going along the mountain. And finally, they exited the mountain. And now they have arrived at Nadim. They have arrived at a river. Mandakinim Nadim. By name Mandakini. Ramyam. Very beautiful. Shubhajalam. Pristine, crystal, spring, whatever you call it, that pure water. Shubhajalam. Maithilim Adarshayat. He has shown it to Maithili. Sita, now see that beautiful river. Rama is taking so much care to make sure Sita doesn't get bored, to make sure that Sita doesn't miss the happiness of the luxurious comforts of a royal princess. And again, if I get into details, then we'll get into another Bauddhik. So the way we should understand this is, and Rama is showing it to is happiness is not in material comforts. Happiness is in the heart. If one can enjoy beauty, he can enjoy beauty in a beautiful building. He can enjoy beauty in a gold-plated chair, gold-plated bed, gold-plated or soft Sierta mattress, or on the grass-coated lawns, beautiful flowers, beautiful lotuses, pristine water, rivers, anywhere. He's enjoying beauty. If you can enjoy beauty, you can enjoy beauty of an artificial creation or of a natural creation. That's the Advaita he's trying to show for us to learn of how to live happily wherever, whichever way. Great lessons to learn for me also and for all of us. I even have to learn to practice. Sometimes I too get lost, when in discomforts. Why this, why that? It is not like that. But then these will install those lessons for us that to enjoy, it is not the physical, that specific, we should not be stuck to one thing to enjoy. We should be able to enjoy everything, anything. And that is what Rama is showing to us as life lesson. Atha Shailad Vinishkramya Maithilim Kosaleshwaraha Adarshayat Shubhajalam Ramyam Mandakinim Nadim Abravich Vararoham
अब्रवीच्य वरारोहम
Charu Chandra Nibhananam
चारु चंद्र विमाननाम
Videharajasya Sutam
विदेह राज्यस्य सुताम
Ramo Rajivalochanaha.
रामो राजीवलोचनः.
So Ramaha, Rajivalochanaha, Ramaha, Charu Chandra Nibhananam Vararoham Videharajasya Sutam Abravit. That's all. So Rama said this to Sita. That's all is this sentence. But what kind of Rama? Rajivalochanaha Rama. Rajiva, wide lotus-eyed Rama, beautiful wide lotus-eyed Rama, told this or spoke this with Videharajasya Sutam, told it to the daughter of the Videha Raja, that daughter who seems like Charu Chandra Nibha Anana, whose face, Sita's face, is like Charu, beautiful, Chandra Anana, Chandra-like face, moon-like beautiful face, it is Sita. Vararoham, one who has what do you say, who has climbed doesn't know, who has raised herself, or who is elevated to the beauty of the Charu Chandra Nibhananam, with an elevated beauty. To such Sita, Rama spoke. Vichitra Pulinam Ramyam,
Vichitrapulinam Ramyam,
Hamsa Sarasa Sevitam,
Hans Saras Sevitam,
Kamalai Rupasampannam,
Kamalai Rupa Sampanam,
Pasya Mandakinim Nadim.
Pasha Mandakinim Nadim.
So he's saying this to Sita. Sita, Pasya, look at this. Look at what? Look at Mandakinim Nadim. Look at this Nadi called Mandakini. And how is that Nadi? Kamalaihi Upasampannam. Filled with Sampanna, Sampat. The wealth of this, the richness of this Nadi, Mandakini Nadi, seems like the lotuses. Kamalaihi Upasampannam. Nicely, that rich, lotus-filled, rich-looking Mandakini Nadi. Look at that, Sita. And Vichitra Pulinam Ramyam. Vichitra Pulinam is with various beautiful types of Vichitra Pulinam Ramyam. Vichitra Pulinam. Vichitrani Pulinani.
Pulina means sand, right? Pulina means sand, right?
Sand.
Pulina.
Vichitrani Pulinani Yasyam. No, not sand.
I think shore, both sides. Pulina.
Pulina, Vichitra Pulinam.
Pulinam.
Sand banks, he's saying.
Sandbanks.
Variegated sand banks. So where is Vichitra Pulinam? So on both the sides or both shores of the Mandakini river, the sand seems like so beautiful. Vichitram. Vichitram is wondrous, wonderful. Ramyam, beautiful. Hamsa Sarasa Sevitam, that river which is enjoyed by swans, Hamsa and Sarasa. Those, especially those specific Hamsas, which know how to take the best and leave the rest. So Hamsa Sarasa Sevitam, Kamalaihi Upasampannam, Vichitra Pulinam, Ramyam, Mandakini Nadim, Pashya. Nana Vidaihi.
नानाविधैः
Tira Ruhairvrutam,
तीररुहैर्वृतां
Pushpa Phaladrumaihi,
पुष्पफलद्रुमैः
Rajanting Rajarajasya,
राजन्ति राजराजस्य
Nalinimiva Sarvataha.
नलिनीमेव सर्वतः.
So he's further describing the flowers there and all. Nana Vidhaihi Tira Ruhaihi. Ruha is something that grows up, so a plant essentially. Tira Ruhaihi, with the plants on the shore. Tira is shore. Tira Ruhaihi, Vividhaihi, Nana Vividhaihi, with several various types of various kinds of plants on the banks. Phala, Pushpa Phaladrumaihi, these trees which are both flowering trees and fruiting trees. Phaladrum Pushpa Phaladrumaihi, Vritam, surrounded by Rajarajasya Nalinim Iva Rajantim. Over and again, the comparison is coming with the Kubera's lands. Kubera's city, Kubera's gardens. So Rajaraja here is Kubera. Rajarajasya Nalinim Iva, like the city of Rajaraja, like the rivers of the Rajaraja, Kubera. This Chitrakota's Mandakini river also is seeming like that. So he's telling Sita, don't think we are in any, non-rich or non-beautiful, suffocating kind of a place. This is much better than Kubera's place. This is much better than Ayodhya and Videha, is how he's trying to console, I mean not console, but set the mind, tune the mind of Sita. And in fact, that way tuning our minds also. Nana vividaihi tira ruhaihi pushpa phaladrumaihi rajanti vritam Mandakini Nadi sarvatah Rajarajasya Nalinim iva rajanti. Mrugayutha nipitani
Mrugayuta nipitani
kalushambhansi sampratam
kalushambhansi sampratam
tirthani ramaniyani ratim sanjanayanti me. The problem with uncultured learning of a language, I'll tell the example. I was wanting to study Kashi Khandam, and so in one shloka, I didn't quite understand that. The word split there. In the Devanagari Lipi of that book that I found from archive.org, it read as Sandhyatrayat Chalat. I was trying to understand what is Sandhyatrayat Chalat. And so I asked my first Sanskrit resource, Prem Ralabandiji of Sanskrit Bharati. Then he said, oh, it doesn't seem correct. Let me search. He found a Telugu print of the same Kashi Khandam by translated or with the Bhashikara of one person called Malladi Hari Shastri. Then I immediately went to look for that book. I looked for Malladi Hari Shastri in archive.org, thinking, oh, that there it was Sandhyatrayat Chalat, not Sandhyatrayat. So I thought, oh, this is a better print without mistakes, typos. So I wanted to look for that book. I looked for Malladi Hari Shastri, didn't find it. I looked Malladi Hari, didn't find it. I looked for Malladi. Then I found another book called Malladi Subbamma. She's the author. She was born in 1924. So such an old time, Malladi Subbamma. And the title of the book is called Edi Ashleelam. What is it called? Ashleelam? Ashleelam is
Vulgar.
What is vulgar? Is the title of the book. I thought 1924 lady. So I downloaded that book and started reading. And she's quoting, oh, Rama speaking about Rati with Lakshmana and Sita. Isn't that Ashleela? Because for her, in Telugu, Rati means, some sort of related to physical, that sex and all. So she thinks, oh, Rati means sex. And so she's saying, what? Isn't that vulgar? Rama talking Rati with Sita and Lakshmana. Does she even know the culture of that language, Sanskritam? When Rati word is used, when Vrata is derived from that word called Rati, if she doesn't even understand that, a communist lady, and she's first chapter is How I Became Hetuvadi. Such a dirty.
You're talking about Rama and the Vishavruksha.
She doesn't know the word Rati. She only knows Telugu. She reads the word Rati in Ramayanam, quotes that. She hasn't read and then quotes several other ones, but doesn't quote the actual shloka anywhere. That means hearsay communist knowledge from English translated guys and drifted away and writing against our own culture. So when we read Rati here, Ratim prapatsye, he said, Prapannam, I will do Prapannam into Rati of this land with you and Lakshmana. Culture, if we have that mind, then we can understand it correctly. So he is here again saying, because that Rati word is coming over and over, we shouldn't be misled with our local colloquial language misusage of that word. Rati means essentially complete engrossment and enjoying that. It is used for tapas, it is used for dhyana. When you are completely engrossed in it, it is Rati. And it comes in our several prarthana shlokas also. Ratim, in Shiva's prarthana shloka of Shankaracharya also, he writes, which shloka is it? Ratim, me Ratim bhavatu. Like that shloka comes. Okay, so Mruga Yutha Nipitani Kalushambhansi Sampratam Tirthani Ramaniyani. Otherwise, Mruga Yutha Nipitani. Mruga is animals, deers or animals also, like lion and others. Yutha is elephants. Nipitani, drunk by the water. Kalushan Ambhasi. Kalusha Ambhansi. The muddy waters where these animals and all came, and initially they drank, and when they went away, Sampratam, currently that water, that same Mandakini river is now Ramaniyani Tirthani. It is looking like a pristine, clear, beautiful water. Ramaniyani Tirthani, this beautiful one, which otherwise was corrupted because animals came and they did all of that. And when they went away, and now it seems like settled and clean, clear, pristine water, pure water. It's seeming like Tirthani, Ramaniyani Tirthani. And so that is why words are very, very, very important. Tirtham. As soon as we hear that, it becomes divine for us, right? We take tirtham when offered to God, and that water when we take, it is tirtham for us. And such rivers are pure, pristine, sacred, divine rivers for us. So they are tirthani. So Rama is quoting them. Mandakini is another tirtham. Ramaniyani tirthani, beautiful tirtha place. And such Ramaniyani tirthani ratim sanjanayanti me. It is giving me so much joy, so much delight. This beautiful, clear water of Mandakini river is filling joy in me. Jatajinadhara kale
Jatajanadhara kale
Valkalottara vasasaha
Varkalottara vasasah
Rishayastvavagahante
Rishayastava
Gahante
Gahante
Nadim Mandakinim Priye.
Nadim Mandakinim Priye.
So if that word Rati previously, one dirty fellow with his dirty mindset, if he looks at that word and stops there, that is his papam. That is his or her, that Malladi Subbamas and other such people's misfortune. If they read the next line, then we understand. How is Rama describing that river? Jata Jinadharaha Kale, over period of time, Jata with the matlock, Ajinadharaha with the deer skin worn dress. Those rishis who wear the deer skin and jata Ajinadharaha Kale Valkalottara Vasasaha. Also others who wear Valkala. Valkala is, as we saw, the barn based cloth. It will be rough cloth, but barn. Valkalottara, tree bark, tree bark based cloths. So Valkalottara Vasasaha Rushayaha tu Mandakinim Nadim Avagahante. Those rishis come and take their bath in the deep waters of this Mandakini. Avagahante. Avagahanam is going deep. So they go deep into this Mandakini river and they do their bath and they probably stand there and they do their tapas. All the activities rishis have done in these rivers. If one is able to think of rishis, as soon as he sees that waters, how can there be any bad intent there of rati? Stupid fellows. So, Jatajinadharah kale valkalottaravasasaha rushayastu avagahante nadim mandakinim priye. So, Sita, this is land, this river, this mountains, these are all, inhabited by great noble saints, noble rishis. We have come to such a great place, Sita. Don't think we have come to a useless place. It's a great place, is how he's trying to give her confidence and make her enjoy things. Adityam upatishtante.
Adityam upatishthante.
Niyamad urdhvabahaha.
Niyamad bahavaha.
Ete pare vishalakshi.
Ete pare vishalakshi.
Munayah samshrita vrataha.
Munayah samshrita vrataha.
So he's further giving more details. Vishalakshi. How many names he is calling Sita by? Priye, Vanite, Vaidehi, Bhamini, now Vishalakshi. How many names? We should also use all these names with our spouses and live that language. So Vishalakshi, oh wide-eye one, Sita. This river, Samshrita Vrataha, those who have taken vratam of living here only. Who are they? These rishis who have lived there. Jatajanadharaha, Valkalottaravasasaha, Urdhva Bahavaha Niyamaha, with hands raised up like this. I mean, if we have to, this also we can't stand like this. With stiff hands close and standing there for hours and hours and hours throughout the day. Like niyama. Niyamat, by fixed rules of time. 1 hour I will do urdhvabahu. Urdhvabahur viryom yesha nahikaschit shranoti mam, says Vyasa in Mahabharatam. That is different. But urdhvabahu, with hands raised up. Niyamat urdhvabahavaha ete pare, all the other, those rishis, Adityam upatishtante. Beautiful. So with the hands raised up, they are standing towards Aditya and Niyamat, stand there for whatever long time, which is essentially Surya Namaskara is the term there. Urdhvabahu, who with hands raised and touching, palms touching, if you are facing Aditya and staying there for Aditya, it is Surya Namaskara, right? So now tell me, is this Ramayanam that we are reading, is it an ancient one or whatever we are living? We are still living that. We do Surya Namaskars every day or at least every week in the Shakha. And our Raghavji, who was our Pracharak of HSS, he was say, oh my God, he does 108 Surya Namaskars every day. So 108 of 10 asana sets. So 108 times 10 asanas he does every day and sometimes even more. So Niyamad urdhvabahavaha Adityam upatishtante ete pare munayaha samshrita vrataha. Those who have taken the oath to stay near this river and do Surya Namaskars for as long as they can with strict rules. Such munis have lived here, Sita Vishalakshi. What do you think? We have come to such a great place, is how he is explaining. Vikramji, you wanted to say something, I thought. You have unmuted yourself.
No, I wanted to say several things I noted today.
Yes.
One is, we were talking about Rama saying, the land just appeared here. Looks like, the land. Actually, that area, Chitrakuta and Jharkhand, that area. I recently read an article, and it got connected.
Hmm.
It is probably the oldest landmass to appear out of the ocean.
See, you read, right? We read that sloka also. Rama is saying,
Yeah.
asau kutaho chitrakuta,
Mm.
what did he say? Bhitva bhumim, bhutva bhumim samuthitaha iva bhati.
Yeah.
He said, right?
Yeah.
Were you there when we read that?
Yes. I was there.
Ah.
That's why I'm able to connect that sloka.
Beautiful.
So-
Please write blogs, Vikram.
So it said, that Jharkhand area is, of course, a little further away, but the entire Chitrakuta area is supposed to be like that. And the oldest fossils of life are found in Chitrakuta. It's what I learned. And one more I wanted to note is you are talking about Ekashila, right? One
Ah.
more for own Ekashila that we know in Andhra, Telangana Prantam is Varangal.
Correct.
Orugal. Orugal was the original name that became Varangal.
Correct.
Orugal means one single rock.
Urugal, single stone, Ekashila.
Single stone.
Correct.
The rock is now, where the fort is constructed, the Varangal fort is on a single rock.
Correct.
So in India, I've seen like how we found in South Stone Mountain. There are like 3 or 4 places I have seen where there is a single rock, especially in the Deccan Plateau.
Correct.
One single smooth rock, it will be there as though it is some butter standing in the. Yeah. So that is something I wanted to notice. And so a few more things I noted, but I'm not able to remember right now.
Correct.
But as you were saying a lot of things now, it really right now, after reading that article, etc., it really feels like I feel like going to Chitrakuta at least once.
Yes, let us go together.
Yeah.
Good excursion for both of us.
Yes, definitely, Bhagavad. I think next trip we'll plan something like that.
But
As you're reading and you're saying things are relevant, right? So many things are relevant even in today's world.
So today your assignment is on Facebook. You will quote this link of our recording and quote the shloka and refer to that report where you said the Chitrakuta area seems to be the first. What did you call it?
No. Ancient fossils, most ancient fossils appeared there, and Jharkhand, that area itself, not too far from there, that forest is the oldest landmass. The oldest landmass to come out of the ocean is what they're saying.
Oldest landmass to come out of the ocean. Please put that title and then quote this translation. Bhumim bhitva samuthitaha. Literal translation. Oldest landmass that has come out of the ocean. Bhumim bhitva samuthitaha chitrakuta.
Suvidam.
Premji?
I think it is not Bhumim, it is what is Suvida? What is the name? Vasudha, sorry, yeah. Vasudha.
Vasudha is also earth, or Vasudha is also earth. Yeah.
Yeah, Vasudha is also earth. E Vasudha Nivanti Daivamu. That song is there, no?
Correct. Vasudha.
Vasudha.
Yeah. But quote that. Quote these two and say, hey, literal translation.
Yeah.
Landmass that has come out of the ocean.
Generally, I was reading something else, and I was able to interconnect two things that I read in a matter of 2 days. So that's why it was more coincidental.
Yes,
so.
But please, I'm requesting you.
I'll definitely do it today.
You have to write in Facebook, quote these two, and say, hey, how relevant, how correct, ancient yet true is Ramayanam.
Yeah.
Valmiki's narration. Good. Thank you, Vikramji. And thank you, Premji. So, Adityam upatishthante nemadurtva bahavaha ete pare vishalakshi munayas samskrita vrataha. So, ete pare munayah vishalakshi ete pare munayah samskrita vrataha niyamat urdhva bahavaha niyamat adityam upatishthante. With all the punctual schedule, before sunrise they start and as long as that is prescribed or recommended, so long they will do Surya Namaskars, Aditya Nama, Aditya Pranamaha, whatever we call it. Marutodhuta Shikharaihi.
Marutodhuta Shikraihi.
Pranrutta iva parvataha.
Panrutta iva parvataha.
Padapaihi patra pushpani.
Padapaihi patra pushpani.
Srujadbhir abhito nadim.
Sujadbhir abhino, no,
Abhito nadim.
Abhito nadim.
Uttamam. So he is further saying, Marutodhuta Shikharaihi. The Shikharas, the peaks, towers of the Chitrakuta, Maruta Uddhuta, as if washed, cleaned, like wind spray you do, right? That power spray. After they mow the lawn, our fellows, they go and then with that blower, they blow clean, right? Similarly, Maruta Uddhuta Shikharaihi. So we blowed with wind, with Marut. Those peaks seem like Pranritta Parvataha. The rock itself cannot keep dancing, moving like that. But with the blown winds at that high altitudes, the peaks, probably with the trees and all, seems like Pranritta, as if they have danced. Pranritta. And he's clarifying it. It is not the rock that is dancing, but Padapaihi, by the trees. Padapa is, we again said, Padaihi pibati iti padapaha. So those which drink or suck with their feet, with their roots, and hence that trees, padapaha. Padapaihi patra pushpani srujadbhihi. Srujat is decorated with the leaves and flowers of those trees. When wind blows on those peak towers of Chitrakuta, it seems like it is dancing. And Abhitaha Nadim Srujati, with those shredded, with those shredded with the leaves and flowers, when the winds blow and they fall down, they are decorating this Mandakini river all around. How beautiful it is, Sita. Kvachin Mani Nikashodam.
Kvachin Maninika Shodham.
Kvachit Pulina Shalinim.
Kvachit Pulina Shalinim.
Kvachit Siddha Janakirnam.
Kvachit Siddha Janaka Kirnaha. Kirnaha.
Pashya Mandakinim Nadim.
Pashya Mandakinim Nadim.
So he's saying, Kvachit Mani Nikashodam. Mani Nikasho, the is which gives. What it gives? Nikashoda. Nikashodam is Mani Nikashodam. Nikasha is Prakasha. Nikasha is one which is showing. It is appearing. It is appearing with all the manis at the bottom. At the bottom of the bed, river bed, whatever are those nice, beautiful stones, it is clearly seen. So Maninika Shodam Kvachit. At some places you will see so crystal clear. At other places, Kvachit Pulina Shalinim. With at some other places, Pulina is again like those sand bodies. Here he's calling it sand dunes. Sand settles, comes, and you'll see some mounds of sand. So Kvachit Pulina Shalinim, Kvachit Siddha Janakirnam. In other places, where probably it is flat lands or whatever, you will see those places filled or completely occupied with Siddha Jana Kirnam, with Siddhas. Siddhas are all those yatis, aghoras, etc., who do very, what they call, strict, tough practices of yoga, etc. Right?
What and Siddhi is Anima
Huh?
Garima. Can we say that?
What is it?
The people who have attained Siddhis,
Or even those who are practicing also, attained and are working towards it, or siddhas. So Siddha Jana Kirinam, filled with such siddhas. Siddhas are, yes, those who have obtained siddhi, and or those who are continuing to practice siddhi. I mean, just because they obtained, they won't stop, right? They will continue that practice. So those are siddhas. So Siddha Jana Kirinam, there are some places where there are siddhas occupying that land, that area. Pashya Mandakinim Nadim, see that beautiful Mandakini. It is not just a river where people pollute it with boats, with gas, petrol boats, leaking everything into it, jumping, doing all of that. No, it is kept pure and pristine and divine and sacred by such siddhas. And hence you can see Kvachit Pulina Shalinim, Kvachit Mani Nikashodam. Right? Because such siddhas were protecting and people respect those siddhas. Oh, if siddhas themselves are not boating there, oh my God, how can I boat in that river? Okay, but however, they are taking tirthas, they are doing Aditya pranamas, so I will also do Aditya pranamas. Yadyad acharati sreshtaha tattadevetaro janaha. Such munis, rishis, they have shown us how to respect those rivers, how to respect, how, and gods like Rama have shown us how to enjoy those beautiful ones through heart, not through physical enjoyment, cutting things, crushing things. No, enjoy it through romantically, through heart, with respect to the path and practices of the rishis and munis and siddhas. That is what is we are learning from here in these shlokas. Nirdhutan vayuna pasya.
Rudhuta Vayunasya,
Vayuna pasya.
Vayuna Pasya,
Vitatan pushpasanchayan.
Vitata Pushpa Sanchayan,
Popluyamanan aparan.
Popluyamana Paran,
Pasya tvam jalamadhyagan.
Pashyatvam Jalamadhyagan.
So jalamadhyagan, madhye gacchati, madhyaga, madhyagan, bahuvachanam dvitiya vibhakti. Jalamadhyagan pupleyamanan, those which are floating on the water. Plavati, pupluyamanan, which are floating. Aparan, tvam pasya, you see them, Sita? See those which are floating, going in between, going in the midst of that river. Nirdhut, Vayuna Nirdhutan, be fallen by the wind. Pasya, Vitatan Pushpasanchayan, various spreads of flowers, groups of flowers. Pushpasanchaya, group of flowers. So many flowers fall and they also go together, like the birds flow together, like the other fishes go together. These flowers also seem to be going together, even though they are befallen from the trees by the wind. Vayuna nirdhutan vitatan pushpasanchayan pashya. Also popluyamanan aparan. Look at the other ones which are floating by themselves in the midst of the river. Jalamadhyagan. Tanschati valguvachaso. What is time? 8:28. We'll stop here then. At 10th shloka we stopped. We'll continue from the 11th shloka of the 95th sarga. Yeah. Who can say, is Lavanya ji there?
Yes, Babaji.
So say the Shanti mantra, please.
Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kashchid Dukkha Bhag Bhaved. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. धन्यवादाः बाबाजी.
धन्यवादाः. सुषा च वः सुदिनं च.